In the peaceful Springfield Township, Union County, New Jersey, an otherwise ordinary Monday afternoon on August 7, 1972, bore witness to a haunting occurrence that would forever mark the town's story. 16-year-old Jeannette DePalma's day began like any other as she bid farewell to her Clearview Road home, planning to take a train to a friend's house, stepping into the day's embrace. As daylight gave way to evening shadows, Jeannette failed to reach her friend's doorstep. Her absence grew worrisome, the ticking of the clock amplifying the DePalma household's unease, transforming worry into dread. As night fell, hope for Jeannette's return twisted into frantic concern. Panic gripped her parents, prompting them to urgently contact the Springfield Police Department. As the search commenced, whispers spread through the small community, laden with concern and curiosity. What had happened to the young girl? Was there a hidden secret beneath the surface? An eerie energy filled the air, enveloping Jeannette DePalma's disappearance in an inexplicable veil of mystery. Each passing hour deepened the uncertainty, leaving the fate of the 16-year-old shrouded in apprehension and suspense. The once ordinary streets now echoed with the weight of an unsolved puzzle, leaving the community on edge, haunted by the unspoken question. What had transpired on that fateful Monday afternoon to Jeannette? 6 torturous weeks passed, and the absence of the 16-year-old, swallowed by the enigmatic veil of that August afternoon, persisted without a trace. Then, Springfield Township was abruptly shaken by a chilling revelation that reverberated through the entire community. In the crispness of September, a local dog made an unexpected and grisly find. Returning to its owner, the faithful companion carried a grim and haunting relic, a decaying right forearm and hand, a macabre testament to the horrors lurking within the town's hills. The once deserted Hudayla Quarry, a seemingly harmless terrain nestled in the township, held the grim truth. Atop a daunting cliff, amidst the ancient echoes of rocks, lay the remains of Jeannette DePalma. The very ground seemed to shudder at this revelation, as if recoiling from the weight of an unspeakable tragedy. The quietness of the quarry clashed starkly with the whirlwind of emotions engulfing the town. Grief, shock, and an overwhelming disbelief hung thick in the air, mingling with an incessant sense of foreboding that pervaded the once tranquil neighborhood. Jeannette's discovery cast a melancholic shadow over Springfield. The cruel destiny that met the young girl sent shockwaves through the community, sparking a fevered pursuit for truth and justice. Yet, amid the turmoil, a haunting question lingered. What sinister secrets lay concealed within the cliffs of Hudayla Quarry, guarding the truth behind Jeannette DePalma's premature end? A patchwork of narratives surfaced, weaving a haunting tapestry. Whispers spun tales of an eerie boundary formed from fallen branches and logs, fashioned into the foreboding shape of a coffin. Inside this unsettling enclosure lay a cluster of rough wooden crosses, a solemn tribute or a cryptic marker left behind by unseen hands. The stories diverged, branching into conflicting accounts. Some described a pentagram etched into the earth, encircling Jeannette's remains like a sinister shroud. Rumors swirled through Springfield, carrying chilling tales of mutilated animal remains scattered within this ominous perimeter, painting a haunting tableau hinting at possible occult practices. Amidst the speculation, another unsettling narrative emerged. Law enforcement authorities worked to quash the fervor, denying the claims of the pentagram and the grim signs of ritualistic sacrifices. Yet, an unsettling truth lingered. The site of DePalma's discovery carried a name steeped in local lore: the Devil's Teeth. Decades of whispered stories and superstitions cloaked this cliff, casting a foreboding shadow over the tragic unveiling. The convergence of peculiar artifacts, enigmatic symbols, and the ominous moniker of the location fueled a wildfire of speculation and apprehension. Springfield found itself entrenched in a clash of beliefs and doubt, grappling with the inexplicable amidst the harsh glare of reality. What unfathomable forces had converged upon that desolate cliff? Was it a stage for unspeakable rituals or merely a canvas where human imagination painted its darkest fears? The answers remained elusive, veiled within the murky depths of the quarry, while the collective consciousness of a town delved into the heart of a chilling enigma. The autopsy, initially sought for closure amid the ongoing investigation, yielded no definitive answers. Jeannette's remains showed no signs of trauma, no broken bones, no clear evidence of bullets or blades. Yet within this vacuum of conclusive evidence, a chilling suspicion lingered in the corridors of inquiry. The coroner hinted at strangulation, a stealthy assailant leaving no visible trace but casting a looming shadow of suspicion. Adding to the intrigue, the coroner uncovered an unusually high concentration of lead within Jeannette's remains, an enigmatic anomaly without a clear match. The investigation, once fueled by optimism, now grappled with unfathomable mysteries. Each revelation deepened rather than resolved the case, shrouding Jeannette DePalma's murder in deeper uncertainty. Springfield, united in grief and confusion, yearned for closure, haunted by lingering questions about Jeannette's fate. The first promising lead emerged in whispers, a name shared in hushed tones among locals. Red. All eyes turned toward Red, a recluse living in the woods near the quarry. He became a focal point in the whirlwind of suspicion and speculation. Stories circulated of his sudden departure from the secluded campsite, coinciding with Jeannette's disappearance. However, as scrutiny intensified on Red, doubts cast shadows over the initial hope. The promising lead faded into the obscurity of false trails. Amidst a storm of conflicting stories and unverified theories, the truth remained elusive. The investigation, entangled in a maze of rumors and dead ends, struggled to find a path forward. The gap between whispered tales and harsh reality veiled Jeannette DePalma's fate in an enigmatic cloak, leaving Springfield's community in a disconcerting state of unanswered queries and unsettling uncertainty. The chilling discovery of Jeannette atop the cliffs triggered a wave of speculation and sensationalism that echoed through newspaper headlines. Bold and foreboding, these headlines wove narratives of the supernatural, hinting at possible occult sacrifices that tainted Springfield's serene landscape. Newspapers like the Newark Star-Ledger and the New York Daily News swirled tales tinged with darkness, painting pictures of satanic rituals and secret gatherings. Whispers, backed by the discovery of strange objects near Jeannette, echoed the theories of James Tate, the pastor of the DePalma family's Assemblies of God Church. These theories, cloaked in the supernatural, spun stories of potential witch covens and hidden occult ceremonies within the nearby Watchung Reservation. The intensity of these reports, fueled by speculation and fear, sent shockwaves through Union County, triggering a panicked frenzy in communities still recovering from the haunting memory of the John List murders just 10 months earlier. The mere suggestion of occult practices and eerie rituals struck a nerve, casting a cloud of fear and apprehension over once peaceful neighborhoods. Unchecked rumors spiraled into a whirlwind of anxiety and panic. The community, thrust into a chilling narrative, grappled with an unsettling unknown that threatened their reality. Union County, once tranquil, now teetered on edge, haunted by the unsettling prospect of malevolent and incomprehensible forces lurking in their own backyard shadows. The investigation faced an uphill battle, grappling with a lack of public tips and a maze of conflicting stories that veiled the case in an impenetrable fog of uncertainty. Inconsistencies and partial truths obstructed the path to resolution, rendering progress nearly impossible. The once zealous pursuit of answers began to falter, gradually fading into the icy grip of a cold case. Fueled by a fervent quest for justice, the investigation now languished in obscurity, consigned to the realm of unsolved mysteries. Springfield, yearning for closure, watched helplessly as Jeannette DePalma's tragic end slipped into the chilling embrace of time, an untold story, an unfulfilled pursuit of justice. Yet the passage of time didn't bury Jeannette DePalma's tragic fate in forgotten history. Instead, it injected fresh vitality into the investigation, stirring a renewed interest that defied the barriers of decades. The spark reigniting the flames of inquiry emerged from an unexpected source: anonymous letters sent to the offices of Weird New Jersey magazine. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, an unexpected crusade for truth took root within the pages of Weird New Jersey, spearheaded by editor Mark Moran and correspondent Jesse P. Pollock. Their mission: to untangle the mysteries surrounding Jeannette DePalma's tragic fate, a case long forgotten in time's recesses. Their investigation uncovered a web of enigmatic details, each hinting at a deeper puzzle. Allegations of a missing or intentionally destroyed case file cast shadows on the transparency of the investigation. The Springfield Police Department's claim that Hurricane Floyd had flooded and destroyed the file added layers to the mystery, spawning more questions than answers. Armed with determination and an unyielding quest for truth, Pollock and Moran pursued leads that hinted at a potential cover-up. They uncovered connections that stretched into other unsolved murders, drawing eerie parallels and revealing a haunting tapestry of unresolved mysteries. Hidden suspects buried within forgotten testimonies emerged as shadows of suspicion, challenging the official narrative. Pollock and Moran became champions for the whispers of the past, tirelessly seeking the buried truth surrounding Jeannette DePalma. Despite years of staunch denials and a veil of secrecy, Jesse Pollock and Mark Moran remained resolute, undeterred in their pursuit of justice. In 2019, a pivotal breakthrough occurred when Mark Spivey, the former director of communications for the Union County Prosecutor's Office, consulted with Pollock and Moran. Driven by tenacity and a commitment to transparency, they submitted a detailed request under the New Jersey Open Public Records Act and the Freedom of Information Act. Over 2 years, marked by the upheaval of the COVID-19 pandemic and personnel changes, the wheels of bureaucracy slowly turned. Despite these challenges, the Union County Prosecutor's Office relented in February 2021, finally releasing most of Jeannette DePalma's elusive case files to Pollock and Moran. Within this trove of documents lay the once-missing crime scene photos. These visual records shed stark light on the grim setting where Jeannette's remains were discovered, lifting the veil of secrecy and revealing truths long suppressed. Weird NJ meticulously scrutinized these visual records. With each examination, doubts about alleged occult involvement began to unravel. Elements once central to whispers and speculation, the makeshift crosses, stone halos, and ominous animal sacrifices, were notably absent from the stark scenes captured by the crime scene photos. The revelation of these crime scene photos, a crucial piece in the puzzling narrative of Jeannette DePalma's tragic demise, brought forth a poignant realization. In a gesture of compassion, Jeannette's remains were redacted from these visuals, yet they vividly exposed long-held speculations and whispered rumors that had enshrouded the case for decades. The eerie tableau rumored among Union County residents failed to materialize within the frames of these visual testimonies. Where whispers spoke of carved arrows and erected altars, the photographs offered no such validation. The closest semblance to a cross lay in weathered tree branches, their decay unrelated to Jeannette's fate. The absence of these alleged occult symbols painted a different narrative, one devoid of the supernatural and grounded in the natural world's stark reality. Scrutinizing these records chipped away at the veneer that had obscured truth for decades. With their absence, the whispers haunting Union County began to fade, replaced by a clearer, more grounded narrative. The stark contrast between the press's sensational narrative in 1972 and the reality in the crime scene photos presents a disconcerting picture. The Elizabeth Daily Journal's article, Girls Sacrificed in Witch Rite, stands as a testament to sensationalism and speculative frenzy. It paints a haunting scene of black witchcraft and Satan worship, suggesting sacrificial elements hinted at in the death scene photos. The vivid descriptions in the article evoke a chilling scene, steeped in shadows and sensationalism. The pieces of wood, initially dismissed, were sensationalized as sinister symbols, framing a narrative to captivate public fascination. The article's chilling accounts, depicting wood forming a frame around Jeannette's body and suggesting crossed pieces above her head as symbols, fueled a speculative fire within the community. A newspaper article written in 1972 stands as a stark reminder of the power of speculative frenzy and the enduring impact of misinformation on the truth. Investigation into the death of 16-year-old Jeannette DePalma is focusing on elements of black witchcraft and Satan worship. A review of death scene photos, according to reports, is leading authorities to believe the girl's death may have been in the nature of a sacrifice. Pieces of wood, at first thought to be at the scene by chance, are now seen as symbols. One searcher said 2 pieces of wood were crossed on the ground over her head. More wood framed the body like a coffin. Another person who was there said, "I guess if you were looking for signs, they were there." The unveiling of UCPO investigator Glenn Owen's crime scene diagram from 1972 serves as a stark contrast to the sensationalized claims perpetuated by the press at that time. This visual testimony starkly diverges from sensational speculation, offering a grounded portrayal of the crime scene. The alleged signs of black magic and Satan worship crumble under Owen's meticulous illustration. The supposed crossing of wood above Jeannette's head, claimed as symbols of an occult ritual, was actually positioned parallel to her body. Moreover, the logs, much larger than Jeannette herself, were arranged in a manner far from the intentional configuration portrayed in earlier reports. Similarly, the notion of logs framing Jeannette's body like a coffin is debunked by Owens's diagram. Instead of the exaggerated trapezoid shape reported in 1972, the illustration shows a rough semblance of an open rectangle. The disparity between sensational claims of occult involvement and the grounded reality depicted in Owens's diagram unravels the fantastical narrative spun by the press. The stark revelation about the overgrowth surrounding the site of Jeannette DePalma's discovery challenges prevailing narratives that have circulated for years. The picture painted by retired Springfield PD investigators, depicting a supposed party spot where Jeannette's fate was explained as an overdose amidst a gathering of teenagers, clashes with the stark reality captured by the death scene photos. The absence of evidence of any party or gathering, as noted in accompanying evidence reports and reflected in numerous released photographs, contradicts past speculations. The presumed scenario of a group gathering intertwined with Jeannette's tragic end crumbles under the lack of tangible proof within the visual records. The detailed contents of Jeannette DePalma's purse, meticulously documented in evidence reports alongside corresponding photographs, offer a poignant glimpse into the circumstances surrounding her tragic demise. Approximately 8 feet from Jeannette's remains lay the scattered items from her purse: a pack of Marcal tissues, a Vicks inhaler, a small compact lipstick, a comb, a key on a ring, and a mysterious clear vial resembling a Coricidin bottle. These mundane remnants paint a haunting picture of a young girl's life cut short. However, the absence of Jeannette's actual purse, along with any mention of money or a wallet, suggests a troubling possibility. If foul play was involved, it becomes apparent that her killer might have taken her belongings, a grim inventory that now includes her purse and her cross necklace. The confirmed absence of the cross necklace, reported missing by her family and reflected in the released reports, adds a chilling layer to the narrative, hinting at the possibility of these items being taken as trophies by the perpetrator. The disappearance of these personal effects adds further complexity to the investigation, raising unanswered questions about the potential theft of Jeannette's belongings, souvenirs taken from a life tragically cut short. As Jeannette DePalma's story echoes through time, the quest for truth persists. Her memory stands as a testament to the resilience of seeking justice amid unanswered questions. With each revelation and uncovered detail, her legacy becomes a solemn reminder of the importance of seeking clarity and closure, illuminating the path toward resolution while honoring the memory of a life lost but not forgotten. If you have any information about Jeannette DePalma or her mysterious death, please contact the Union County Prosecutor's Office at 908-527-4500 at editor@weirdnj.com. All requests for anonymity will be honored.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Fireside Unsolved. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time, take it easy and be easy, you filthy bastards.